How is good everyone? Today with my first pay-per-view predictions video of the year, of course, for WWE Royal Rumble 2019. Of course, the Royal Rumble airs live on the WWE Network as well as pay-per-view tomorrow night. Of course, this is what kickstarts the road to WrestleMania. Of course, it is that time of the year again. It's honestly amazing how fast time flies by, because honestly, it feels like yesterday we were getting ready for WrestleMania 34, and here we are, almost getting ready for WrestleMania 35. You know, tomorrow kickstarts the road to WrestleMania, and I couldn't be more excited. I mean, it's the Royal Rumble, and you know that's enough reason to be excited, right? But not only is it the Royal Rumble, but I'll actually be there tomorrow night at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona, at the Royal Rumble. Very, very excited. My very first Royal Rumble pay-per-view event, attending live. So I'm very excited to be attending the Royal Rumble tomorrow night, and that definitely adds to my excitement for the pay-per-view, because you know the Royal Rumble is exciting in general, but the fact that I'll actually be there adds even more excitement for me personally. So I'm very excited for the Royal Rumble tomorrow night. It should be an awesome show. We have a stacked card, and like I said, it's what kicks off the road to WrestleMania, and I'm very, very excited to see where things are heading towards going to WrestleMania. So yeah, Royal Rumble tomorrow night. Very, 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 very excited for it. Of course, on the card we do have 9 matches on the show. However, of course, 7 of them will be on the main show, and we do have the 2-hour kickoff show, which will be including the Fatal 4 match for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship, which that should be a fun match. I'm very surprised with people in it, but at the same time I like it because the people in this Fatal 4-way aren't guys that are usually in the title scene. So I actually like the fact that they added 3 different contenders for the championship for once. So I think it'll be a hell of a Fatal 4-way. Then of course we'll be having Rusev defending the United States Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura. Poor Nakamura, the guy went from winning the Royal Rumble last year to being on the kickoff show this year. So I mean, it's kind of sad, but a lot can happen in a year. So unfortunately his year just went downhill, and he's on the kickoff show for the Rumble instead of in the Rumble match itself. So what can you do? But the main card, like I said, 7 matches. Very, very stacked card, if you ask me. I think we have, potential to have a lot of great matches on the show. The women's matches should be great, which, of course, we do have 2 women's championship matches. Ronda Rousey defending her Raw Women's Championship against Sasha Banks, which was a surprise match. I don't think a lot of people expect that match to be happening, but I don't think anyone's complaining that match is happening, because Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks, if it delivers, could be a great match. I think, especially with Sasha Banks' aggression, the way she works, and Ronda Rousey, when she kicks in that gear, she's just absolutely awesome to watch. So I think her and Sasha Banks can definitely deliver an awesome women's championship match. And of course, speaking of women's championships, Asuka defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Becky Lynch, the former champion. That should be another great match right there. I don't believe that they've ever gone one-on-one, so the fact that they're going one-on-one here is very exciting. First time ever, I believe. And I'm excited to see it. It should be a great match. They should absolutely go out there and beat the holy hell of each other. And it should be a great, women's match overall. And speaking of the women, of course, we do have the 30 women Royal Rumble match. Of course, the winner receiving a women's championship match of their choosing at WrestleMania 35. I don't know. This one's kind of a... It's kind of a toss-up, because I feel like a lot of the names confirmed right now, you can easily eliminate a lot of them for not winning it. Which, I mean, the same can be saying for the men's Royal Rumble as well, about, people not being able to win it. But I don't know, I just feel like it's really lacking name value in this match. I know Alexa Bliss just announced her entry into it, but at the same time, like I said, there's, I don't know, the field right now is not very stacked, and hopefully get some good surprises, because as of right now, the field isn't all that exciting if you ask me, but it should be fun. I was really down on last year's going into it, but ended up being very surprised how greatly it was put together and how great of a match it was. So they'll probably surprise me and still have a fun match overall, but I'm just not really too excited for the women's Royal Rumble, to be perfectly honest, but it should be a fun one nonetheless, and I'm really interested to see who wins it, because I think it, you have a toss-up between a handful of different people. So I don't know. I'm kind of iffy. I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm not, if that makes sense. Then, of course, we have the SmackDown Tag Team Championships being defended. The Bálor taking on the newly formed best tag team in the world, Shane McMahon and The Miz. I'm very iffy on this, because I love Shane and I love The Miz, but I do not like them as a team at all. I just don't care for the storyline between both of them. But after the beatdown the Bálor gave them this past Tuesday on SmackDown Live, I won't lie, they invested me in the match, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it should be really fun. It'd be maybe even better if I had a stipulation to it, but I'm not going to knock the match down for not having stipulation. So the SmackDown Tag Team title match should be, I'm not expecting a classic wrestling match, but I think it'll be entertaining for what it is. So I'm looking forward to that match. Of course, we're having Bryan defending his WWE Championship against AJ Styles once again in a rematch from TLC. I really wish this match would have stipulation to it, because at TLC I feel like they had a really good technical wrestling match, and I feel like here was a perfect opportunity to have a fight. You transfer from having a wrestling match to a fight. I think that was a perfect opportunity to do so, but they didn't add stipulation to it, unfortunately, which I'm not going to complain about, because they're going to have an amazing match regardless. But AJ Styles, Bryan, WWE Championship Royal Rumble, no complaints, should absolutely tear the house down. And of course, we'll be having, which was supposed to be Brock Lesnar defending his Universal Championship against Braun Strowman. But of course, as we saw on Raw a couple weeks ago, Mr. McMahon pretty much, fined him, stripped him of his title match, and replaced him with Finn Bálor. So we'll now be getting Brock Lesnar defending against Finn Bálor, a match that we're actually supposed to get at Royal Rumble last year, but of course that match got axed in favor for the triple threat match. But Lesnar, Bálor, I'm very, very excited for. Lesnar and Strowman, I wasn't excited for at all because we've seen that multiple times already. But Lesnar and Bálor, fresh match. Their styles should mesh tremendously because, we've all seen it that Brock can work amazingly with smaller guys. And I feel like him and Finn Bálor can go out there and absolutely tear the house down. Now, whether Balor's a demon or not, I don't know. I know he's shot down saying that he's not going to be the demon, but usually when the wrestlers say they're not going to do something, they end up doing it just so that way it's a surprise. So whether we see the demon or not, I don't know. It makes sense to see him. Honestly, it wouldn't make any sense in the world not to see him, but at the same time, it's WWE, so you can't really question their booking at this point. But Bálor, Lesnar, Universal Championship, I'm very excited for it. Definitely can potentially steal the show, and it's going to be an awesome match. Like I said, it's been a year in the making. The match should happen in the Royal Rumble last year. Didn't happen. Happening now. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. So it should be an awesome match. And then, of course, we have the match which this pay-per-view is dedicated towards, the 2019 Men's Royal Rumble match. The field for this match, I don't want to say it's completely stacked, but we have a pretty good, chunk of names in here. Not a lot of the guys in this match are complete jobbers. Like, I was alluding to earlier with the Women's Royal Rumble where a bunch of names in it are easily people you can just toss out and say they have no chance for. In this match, even though, I'm not going to sit there and say that everyone has a chance in it, but, you don't have those group of guys where you just immediately know they're not going to win, like a Bo Dallas or a Curtis Axel. Like, those two aren't going to win the Royal Rumble. And, I feel like with this Rumble match, it's very, very mid-card to main event, level guys, which, is what the Royal Rumble should be. You shouldn't have guys in that aren't going to have a chance of winning. You should have guys in there that you think could actually win this match. Of course, the winner goes on to headline WrestleMania 35 and receive a World Championship opportunity of their choosing, whether it be the WWE Championship or the Universal Championship. They choose their world title at WrestleMania 35. I'm very excited for the Rumble. It's always an exciting time. It's always a fun match as well. I mean, not always a fun match because, the last couple of years. Well, last year's was an awesome Royal Rumble match, but, we've had Rumble matches in the past 10 years that have just been absolutely boring and terrible, but, especially like 2015 and 2014 and, 2011. We've had some pretty bad Royal Rumble matches over the last, 10 years or so, but I think this will be a fun one. I think we have some good, solid names, and we should be in for some good surprises as well. So, of course, I'm very excited for the Royal Rumble match itself. I'm very excited for the pay-per-view itself in general as well, and I hope you guys are as well. And without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and jump right into my predictions.
Kickoff, Fatal 4 match for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. WWE Cruiserweight Champion Buddy Murphy versus Kalisto versus Akira Tozawa versus Hideo Itami. I think it's a very easy victory for Buddy Murphy to retain the championship here. I don't see him losing to any three of these contenders. However, this should be a great Fatal 4 match. I think, all four men bring a different style, and I think you'll get a different mesh, a different style of wrestling in this Fatal 4-Way, which should make for a really fun match. So I'm looking forward to this match for that aspect. And like I said, I do think Buddy Murphy still walks out the WWE Cruiserweight Champion. Kickoff, United States Championship match, United States Champion Rusev versus Shinsuke Nakamura. These two have had really good matches over the past year, going back to Fastlane and, the Crown Jewel kickoff as well. And then, of course, when Rusev won the United States Championship on Christmas, they've had really good matches, but I do think Rusev will retain the United States Championship here. I think Rusev will hold it for another month or two before losing it before WrestleMania, because I don't see him walking as champions WrestleMania still. So I think Nakamura and Rusev will have a good match, but like I said, I do think Rusev walks out still the United States Champion. SmackDown Women's Championship match, SmackDown Women's Champion Asuka versus Becky Lynch. I think Asuka definitely retains the SmackDown Women's Championship here. I don't see what sense it makes to put it back on Becky Lynch. These two should go out there and have a hell of a match. These two have pretty much eluded each other, their entire run so far. I think this is their first time ever having a match, and it should be a great one. I'm looking forward to it. They should go out there and have an all-out fight and have a really good wrestling match as well, and I'm very excited for it. And like I said, I do expect Asuka to defeat Becky Lynch and remain the SmackDown Women's Champion. Raw Women's Championship match, Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey versus Sasha Banks. I think this is an easy victory for Ronda Rousey. I don't see Sasha Banks winning this match at all, especially this close to WrestleMania. I think Ronda going to WrestleMania 35 as the Raw Women's Champion is definitely a lock. So I think Sasha Banks is pretty much just, a throwaway opponent for her. However, it should be a great match. I think their styles will mesh very well. I think they'll complement each other very well and have a great match as well. So I'm looking forward to it, but my pick is still the Raw Women's Champion, Ronda Rousey. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match, SmackDown Tag Team Champions The Bar versus Shane McMahon and The Miz. This match can go one of two ways, one being Shane McMahon and The Miz walk out the brand new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, or The Miz turns on Shane McMahon as kind of like revenge for Shane taking his spot in the finals of the World Cup tournament. I think they're going to go with the route with The Miz and Shane winning the SmackDown Tag Team titles here. I think they'll win it, have the titles for a little bit before losing it. You know, maybe even walk into WrestleMania as Tag Team Champions too. I don't know. But after the angle this past Tuesday in SmackDown Live, I do think they'll end up winning this match and defeating the Bar to become the brand new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The 2019 Women's Royal Rumble match. You know, this match can go one of three ways in my opinion. My first pick being my main pick, being Becky Lynch. I think Becky Lynch will enter this match surprisingly and end up winning this match. Charlotte Flair is my second pick. I think her winning it and challenging Ronda Rousey is definitely a high possibility. And my dark horse pick being Ember Moon. I think Ember Moon can win this and then challenge Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania 35. You know, having their third match, you know, of the previous two in NXT. I think that can also happen. So those three will be my picks in this match. But like I said, my main pick will be Becky Lynch. I think it makes more sense. I think the fans want to see it more than anything else as well. So Becky Lynch is my pick to win the Women's Royal Rumble. WWE Championship Match, WWE Champion Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. Again, I think this is an easy victory for Daniel Bryan to walk out still the WWE Champion. I don't see what sense or what point it would make for AJ Styles win the championship back. I think Daniel Bryan walking into WrestleMania as the WWE Champion still is the right decision. Who defends against, I'm not sure yet, but I just don't see AJ winning this match and walking into WrestleMania as the WWE Champion. It should be another great match here. Their match at TLC was absolutely spectacular, so of course I'm excited to see anytime AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan throw it down, especially for the WWE Championship. But current end result, I do expect Daniel Bryan to defeat AJ Styles and remain the WWE Champion. Universal Championship match, Universal Champion Brock Lesnar versus Finn Bálor. I'm really excited for this match. You know, we might get the Demon, we might not, who knows. But kind of result, I do think Brock Lesnar still walks out the Universal Champion here. I don't see Finn Bálor beating him. If Finn Bálor did beat him, I think it'd be definitely, you know, kind of like a No Way Out 04 situation where, you know, Goldberg costs Lesnar. In a situation, obviously, it'd be Strowman costing Lesnar to set up Finn Bálor beating him. You know, and I hope Finn Bálor beats him, but I just don't see it happening. I think Brock Lesnar going to WrestleMania 35 as the Universal Champion still is a lock as well. So it should be a great match. You know, Brock is known for having great matches with smaller guys, and, you know, Finn Bálor is definitely smaller than him. But like I said, Brock Lesnar still the Universal Champion. And then the main event, the 2019 Royal Rumble match. Now, this match can go two ways in my opinion. Being my first pick, my main pick being Seth freaking Rollins. I think Seth Rollins winning this match and challenging Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania 35 is the most likely thing to happen. And then my second pick being Drew McIntyre. I think Drew McIntyre winning this match as well and challenging Brock Lesnar as well at WrestleMania 35 is also a possibility. But I do think Seth Rollins is the man to win this Royal Rumble match. Literally, there's no one else I can see winning it. You know, this match completely points towards him, if you ask me. And, you know, especially the year he had last year, it just, they reward him this match, winning it, and then, you know, giving him a Universal title match at WrestleMania 35. Especially with the storyline given, you know, with him trash-talking Lesnar and, you know, Roman Reigns chasing him and everything. Like, every storyline-wise, it makes sense for Rollins to win it. So, this should be a great Rumble match. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited for it. But kind of result, I do expect Seth freaking Rollins to win the Royal Rumble.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed my first prediction video of 2019, of course, for WWE Royal Rumble 2019. It takes place live on the WWE Network as well as pay-per-view tomorrow night. Of course, I'll be there at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm very excited for the pay-per-view. It should be one hell of a time. It'll be my first Royal Rumble pay-per-view tending, so I'm very, very excited to be there. It should be a great time. I can't wait to count down. Not do the buzzer noise, by the way, because I just absolutely hate when the crowd goes now. I refuse to do that. But counting down with the, you know, the 10 count should be a lot of fun in person, and I'm just very, very excited. Like I said, to kickstart the road to WrestleMania going forward, everything matters. This is what, you know, this is the direction going to WrestleMania 35. You know, what happens at the Royal Rumble is a clear direction in which, you know, where we're heading going to WrestleMania 35. So I'm very excited for the Royal Rumble. Hope you guys are as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please like below. Of course, tonight as well, we'll be having NXT TakeOver Phoenix. I'll be having my live review for that because I'll be attending that show as well. I'll have my live review for that as well as our Rumble probably on Monday. I'll probably have my reviews for those shows both up on Monday, just because on Sunday I'll just be busy with, you know, of course, Royal Rumble Day and everything, so I probably won't do it Saturday night or Sunday morning for TakeOver Phoenix. I'll probably do it on Monday with my Royal Rumble live review, so stay tuned for those if you guys are interested in that. And yeah, of course, to those videos, I'll see you guys, and thank you guys for watching the video.